What's crack-a-lackin'? Welcome in to My Mind is a Weapon Fantasy Football Show.
Well, welcome into another episode of My Mind is a Weapon Fantasy Football Podcast. I am your host, Sleazebomb. Today's episode, we're going to be going over my running back rankings, top 36, guys. And remember, 4 teams are on a bye: Falcons, Bears, Packers, and Steelers. So make sure you got all those running backs out of your lineups. Let's not be rookies in fantasy football. Before we dive into it, guys, here, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, hit that subscription, turn that bell on. Helps me out a ton. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, it does not have to be running back related to the video. Drop them in there. I will answer every single one of them for you guys, or try to at least. They're flooding like crazy across Twitter, everything. It's absolute mayhem. And if I don't get to it, I'm 99% going to try to. You can catch the live show Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern, and then I'll be live all weekend long, Friday, Saturday, Sunday as well. I'm not out of town. We're not going to Vegas. We're back. We're back. If you guys haven't checked out the Guys FF Discord, it'll be pinned in the comments with a link. It'll also be in the description of the video. Me and my partner, Big Draft Energy, we cover everything fantasy football for you guys. Trade questions, dynasty player values, everything you need across the board. And we also put our pick'em tickets in there, guys. 5 for 5 to start the year on my locks. And last week I hit 7 of 8 tickets. It was absolutely bonkers. We went nuclear. If you haven't signed up on drafters.com, make sure you use promo code SLEAZE. It will double your initial deposit up to $100. Get in there, click that link. Let's draft it up. Let's dive into my running back rankings for week 5 in fantasy football. All right, guys, so if you're new to the channel, this is the running back board. We're going to go baller tier at the top, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. Going to get through top 36. Remember, 4 teams on a bye: Steelers, Bears, Packers, and Falcons. So make sure Jalen Warren, DeAndre Swift, Josh Jacobs, Bijan Robinson out of your lineups. I have Tyjae Spears here in the corner because he's supposed to come off IR. He's practicing, but the practicing hasn't gone great according to the updates. Look kind of slowish. So coming off injury with the high ankle sprain, we don't know about him yet, so I'm going to leave him in the corner here. And look at the top, guys. These are the running backs that are out already. We're 4 weeks in. Unbelievable. So James Conner went down. Then Trey Benson went down. He's on IR. Bucky Irving in a freaking crutches and a boot today. Joe Mixon hasn't played all year. He might not play all year. Aaron Jones on IR. Austin Eckler season over. I'm going to keep this up here just to track it on the year, just to make it funny as we go. Maybe I'll make it like an injury box or something. But let's dive into it here. And remember, guys, this is just my takes on the game. This is no crazy stats. If you want to see all the stats for the running backs, make sure you check out the running back start and sit-in video. I break down all the defenses, yards allowed, touchdowns, everything like that, and their ranks. This is just going to be my interpretation, my personality, and how the game is going to go. Now, number 1, if you want the ticky-tack, put the superstar guys at the top rankings and just be vanilla gorilla, I'm not your guy. If you want the guy that's going to do the research, that looks at everything that's going on, I'm going to be the guy that's going to take the risk in the rankings. And my number 1 running back this week is going to be Devon Achane of the Miami Dolphins. With Tyreek Hill down, he is going to absolutely feast against the Carolina Panthers in this game. 44.5 over under, I believe it is. And you got to look at it like Darren Waller came back a little bit, played 25% of snaps. Maybe he gets pushed into 40%, 50% snaps. He hasn't played since 2023. He did get 2 touchdowns as well, which is amazing. He's their big body red zone threat. This offense is going to 100% trickle, funnel, whatever word you want to use, through Devon Achane, and he is going to go for 30 plus this week against the Carolina Panthers. He is my running back 1. And when I do one guy, I have to bring up, I said I'd do 2 of them. So, like, my bad. If there's 2 running backs on the same team, I talk about both of them at the same time. Ollie Gordon, I have at 32. If you need a deep flex play this week, like super deep league, 16-man, 14-man plus, but you get a couple injuries, whatever it is, I like Ollie Gordon for anytime touchdown in this Carolina game as well here. So I have him at running back 32. Moving down to the running back number 2. God, this man is so special. Jameer, the do-it-all Gibbs. You can put me anywhere. I'm the guy. And I'm also going to grab David Montgomery here because last week, guys, I told you to sit David Montgomery. The number 1 rule in fantasy football is you got to do the research. You got to look at the matchups. You can't just see 30 points the week before and think that's going to happen again. Look what the Cleveland Browns did to him. They absolutely stymied him. Now this week, I like David Montgomery as a flex play. I have him at running back 20. Why? You get the Cincinnati Bengals. We've seen Jake Browning and how terrible this offense has looked. We've seen the run game. We've seen the Detroit Lions wake up 3 games in a row here after getting smacked in the mouth by the Packers in week 1. And look what they're doing. They're thriving. These guys are going to crush them. Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery probably going to combine for 50 fantasy points in this game. The Cincinnati Bengals defense, you start everyone against them. Moving down to number 3, Jonathan Taylor. And, man, this guy is just looks like the RB1. Looks like the guy. This guy's unstoppable, breaking 5 tackles, dragging guys with him. And, you know, that Adonai Mitchell touchdown kind of hurt his stats last week, but they lost the game, which hurt. But now you get the Raiders. The Raiders are a tough run D as well. Max Crosby looks like an absolute animal, but this guy's getting 100% usage. It's freaking nuts. You can look at his snap share, and it'll say like 88 or 91%, whatever. I think it's like 87 right now. But he goes like, in the 4 games they played, he plays 45 snaps straight, and then when they're blowing him out, he sits, right? This guy's full work beast, 3 down, everything you want. Jonathan Taylor, running back 3. Running back 4, and this one's kind of scary to me this week. It's Christian McCaffrey. The 49ers have every single player out offensively. It's absolutely ridiculous. Ayuk, Purcell, Jennings, out. Kittle, out. It's Purdy, out. It's going to be Mac Jones and Christian McCaffrey against the Rams on Thursday night tomorrow. I mean, he's still going to carry the load probably for 20-plus points. But, man, it's really, really rough. That's the only reason I dropped him down here, because there's no weapons out there with him. I would have him at RB2. Number 5, my RB1 to finish the rest of the season. This is why I tell you I'm the guy that does the research for you, that looks at the numbers, that looks at every statistical breakdown there is. And people give me shit about James Cook being RB1. Look at the Bills' schedule the rest of the way. They are favored in every single game moving forward. They have the second easiest running back schedule to go along with Christian McCaffrey. Yes, you get the New England Patriots this week, more of a middle of the pack tier, tougher run D, but the over-under for this game, the Bills are going to score at will all year long. James Cook seeing more snaps. He's on his way to 20 touchdowns again, guys. This guy's an animal. He's my RB5. RB6, man, first time in the baller tier. Welcome in Omarion Hampton. He looks like the guy. I mean, since Najee's gone down, the pass game usage he even has with his hands look great coming out the backfield. Hopefully they get Joe Alt back at left tackle, and all the weapons they have at wide receiver with Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnston, and Ladd McConkey. And now you got a Rondé Gadsden emerging at tight end. They got weapons everywhere. They're not going to be able to stack the box to stop this run game. They got to worry about the play action. They got to worry about everything else. Omarion Hampton, I thought was going to be a league winner down the stretch, but we're here early. This guy is a smash play for the rest of the season. Number 7, Saquon Barkley. I'm still not giving up. I know I've said all year long that I thought the Eagles' passing game was going to be terrible, which that's nails, but the run game is even terrible. They got to get Saquon loose. Like, he's just been an average 10-point, get a touchdown here, and he hasn't had that explosive Saquon run. I don't know what the offensive coordinator needs to do to fix this, because it's a major problem now for the Eagles, but I'm not putting Saquon Barkley outside my top 7. Number 8, Breece Hall. First time ranking him this high on the year. You guys all know, if you've been part of my channel, I was out on Breece Hall all year. He gets the miracle he needed. Braylon Allen has gone down. You'll probably see Isaiah Davis mixed in here and there. And I said that he's going to be a trade candidate. Dude, the Jets are 0-4. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. If they lose to the Cowboys here, why aren't they looking to trade Breece Hall to a contending team here? So Breece Hall, definitely buy everywhere if you can right now, especially with the Braylon Allen injury. And you're going up against the Cowboys. This defense is trash. Since they traded Micah Parsons, I don't know what Jerry Jones thought, man. You get rid of one of the preliminary all-time pass rushers, and you just think everyone else is going to cover that job. He makes everyone else good. That is why this defense is getting absolutely destroyed. Number 9, Kyren Williams, and I kind of wanted to put him higher here too with all the Niner injuries, but the Shanahan and McVay always somehow make it a game. Like, I feel like the Niners might still stay in this game somehow, even though I don't think so on paper with all the injuries. Kyren Williams, still the guy, hasn't had his explosive 20-point game yet. This might be it right here. I have him at running back 9. Running back 10, get ready for the Alvin Kamara show this week. So no Malik Neighbors for the Giants. That is going to hurt their offense. Jackson Dart did beat the Chargers. Didn't really have that many passing yards. Did on the ground. The Giants' run D's been getting gashed. Alvin Kamara is getting RB1 usage at age 30 that is absolutely ridiculous. Maybe they're trying to showcase trade him as well. That's why I've been saying Breece Hall and Kamara will be traded all year. This is a beautiful matchup versus the Giants. This is going to be a big game for Scatterbo, big game for Kamara. I like him at RB10. And I forgot, I got to grab one down here who's vultured a touchdown from him last week, Kendre Miller. And if he's on your waiver wire and you own Alvin Kamara, make sure you definitely have him cuffed. But if he's on your waiver wire, he's going to be interesting because Kendre Miller's been staying healthy. So I have him at RB35, deep play if you need. Of course, you got some running backs on a bye here this week, so he'll make the list. He's not normally in the top 36, but I'm putting him up there at 35 because he has touchdown upside. If he could get one last week, he could get one against the Giants this week. It's not like a high percentage, but it's a possibility. Number 11, make sure you're paying attention to the updates because the matchup is so beautiful for Chuba Hubbard against the Miami Dolphins. They're saying the calf needs a couple more days before he practices, so don't panic yet. It's always Friday's the big day, guys, for injuries. So when you get a questionable tag Wednesday, Thursday, don't panic till it's Friday. So we're waiting on the update for Friday. Do the Miami Dolphins get ran on by everybody? It doesn't matter. Their defense can't stop anything. Chuba Hubbard is great this week if he gets the start. Number 12, King Henry. We don't know what's going on here. Obviously, the Ravens fell way behind, became a pass game script for Justice Hill against the Chiefs. You get the Texans, you got Cooper Rush. It's time for the Ravens to realize if Lamar's out for a couple games, this should just be a no-brainer to me. You lean on King Henry. You feed this guy every single drive. Your season is on the line. You are 1-3. You cannot go 1-4. You cannot go 1-5 into the bye week 7 and then get Lamar back and hope you're going to rattle out, 9 of 12 wins. That is not the recipe for success. The Texans offense hasn't been good. The Ravens defense has been terrible. So I obviously like the Texans matchup, but if they could control the clock and feed Henry and keep Cooper Rush under wraps, they could still beat the Texans. Feed the King, man. I can't believe I'm ranking him at 12. Number 13, I told you guys don't give up, but it was an easy matchup last week. So remember that when you're thinking about it. The Bears, their defense is decimated. Everyone's going to run on the Bears. Everyone thinks it's because he changed his stance. No, it's just a great matchup, and he looked great in the passing game, broke that tackle at the end, found the end zone. Absolutely monster play, and I told you don't give up on him. But you get the Colts this week on the road. It's going to be a tough matchup for Ashton Genty, but I still got him at 13. Number 14, Scattaboo. Great matchup here, but what bothered me last week was this guy had like 6 goal line carries from the 1 and couldn't get in. So, their offensive line is absolutely freaking terrible, but the matchup versus Saints is beautiful. This is a Scattaboo game. I love him and Kamara both in this game. I have them both in my top 15. I have Scattaboo at 14, Kamara at 10, and I like the running backs in this game a ton. I just need to see Scattaboo score at the goal line. I thought that was strange, man. I think he had like 5 out of 6 carries from the 1 and got just bulldoze, but it is a Charger D. It's a different defense. Number 15, the Fantasy Football League winner as of right now. This is your pure 3-down bell cow running back. Quinshon Judkins is him. He is destroying good defenses. You are never sitting this guy for the rest of the season as long as he's out there. They are going to feed the beast. Even if it's the Vikings in London, I don't care. I don't care what defense he's going against. I'm starting Quinshon Judkins. Number 16, Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. What did I say last week? Kenneth Walker obviously looked like the better running back, but I told you Zach Charbonnet is going to take the touchdowns, and he should have had 2 of them. So I have Kenneth Walker at 16, Zach Charbonnet at 27. Kenneth Walker's look great on the outside. Get this man in space. That's what I've been saying all year long in the Kubiak system. Their offensive line is not great. Their offensive line is not great between the tackles, but with the scheme they have of the outside zone runs, the outside play actions, everything like that, this is where you can thrive. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers run D is very good. Very, very good. I think they've allowed the least rushing yards in the NFL through 4 weeks. But where do they struggle? In the passing game. This is going to be more of a Kenneth Walker game here than a Zach Charbonnet game here, which I told you last week would be more points for Zach Charbonnet than Kenneth Walker because of the touchdown upside in the red zone. That's not going to be here in this game with the touchdown upside for Charbonnet. This is more of a Kenneth Walker game for me this week. That's why I have him at 16. Knowledge is power. Here we go. The guy I told you to pick up last week. If you didn't, go watch the waiver wire video. Woody Marks, the show is here. But what's interesting and kind of, iffy still is like people just giving up on Nick Chubb. Dude, they still like 50-50 split, and that game was garbage time 26-0. So obviously Woody Marks saw more time down the stretch. Yes, I do think he's taking the job. I'm going to put him at RB17. I'm going to put Chubb at 33. But still, it's not like he fully time-shared him out to RB1 usage at 70%. And we know the Texans' offensive line is absolutely terrible, guys. So got to factor these things in this game. You are getting the Baltimore Ravens for the worst run D. So obviously the matchup looks absolutely great. But I'm just saying it's still kind of a split, so make sure you temper your expectations there. Number 18, Travis Etienne. I'm telling you right now, the sell high window is right now. You get the Kansas City Chiefs. Their upcoming schedule is absolutely brutal. I think this team is a fraudulent 3-1 team, and that's not Niner bias because they beat us. I've just watched this offense. I've seen Trevor Lawrence. I've seen the struggles. Shane Waldron being part of the passing coordinator has ruined BTJ, has ruined Travis Hunter. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to use these guys. I could make these guys all pros. They signed me to the Jaguars staff right now. But I'm putting Travis Etienne at 18. And I told you guys, buy Shell Tootin, man. You got to look at numbers. He was playing 15% snaps. And I said this, you can go back to the other week videos. I'm like, dude, stop this one touchdown on three freaking touches is not good fantasy fucking production. Sorry for the cuss word right there, but It pisses me off when people comment like tootin', tootin', tootin'. It was never tootin' until an injury happens. Number 19, Javonte Williams. He's been everything that I said that he would not be. He has proved me wrong in every single way. You get the New York Jets. This is going to be a great matchup for him. I just think you're good. I just have this gut feeling that CeeDee Lamb's going to be back out in this game, and the Cowboys need to turn it up here. But Javonte Williams still a very nice play. I have him at RB19. Obviously, we talked about David Montgomery. He's RB20. Here we go, guys. I told you last week to sit David Montgomery versus the Cleveland Browns. Jordan Mason is my league winner on the year, but the Cleveland Browns defense is number one in every single category: yards against, yards per carry, touchdowns allowed. You don't run on the Cleveland Browns. As much as I want to say start Jordan Mason because I love the guy, I'm not starting him versus the Cleveland Browns defense if I don't have to. A flex play at best with, minimal touchdown upside. Number 22, Tony Pollard. And this one again, if you look down here in the corner, or over here in the corner, which way? This way. Tyjae Spears, we don't know if he's going to be there or not. So if Tyjae Spears isn't out there, you get the Arizona Cardinals. It's a good matchup, but the Titans offenses look freaking terrible. So I got to rank him at 22, and I'm hoping Cam Ward can turn this around here. They got to get the play calling under control here. It looks absolutely terrible, so it's tough for me with him. 23, J.K. Dobbins. One of my smash plays last week. Absolutely hit that out of the park. And R.J. Harvey, guys. Don't make the mistake. I'm going to tell you again. Don't make the mistake here. You're going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. R.J. Harvey scored in garbage time last week on minimal snaps, kind of like a Byshell Tootin situation, where everyone's like, oh my God, Byshell Tootin. Dude, R.J. Harvey's not going to be a great play this week unless the Broncos are up big and he sees garbage time, which I don't think is happening versus the Eagles. The Eagles' run D's actually been worse, but somehow the Eagles, I just can't explain this year. It's like an anomaly 4-0 team. So I have Dobbins at 23, R.J. Harvey at 34. Man, Chase Brown, dude, what do we do, folks? This is brutal. Bengals offensive line is the worst. I thought it was the Texans. It's the Bengals. Got Joe Burrow killed. Getting Jake Browning killed. We'll get any quarterback they sign killed. Chase Brown can't run the ball. It's dump offs here and there to even save his day for 10 points. It's rough. I got him at 24. I mean, I don't even care about the matchup. The Lions D is very good versus the run. They're very good getting up the quarterback. It's going to be quick plays. He's got to just break 3 tackles and bust one. What a bad draft pick it is for him. And he's like a Lat McConkey right now. Man, 25 and 26. The McDaniel special, man. Ramondre Stevenson fumbles it away twice. They lose the game, and then all of a sudden, Ramondre Stevenson still has more carries than Travion Henderson, but Travion scores. When will they learn? I'm not putting either one of them ahead. I'm going to put them side by side until the Patriots figure it the bleep out, because this is ridiculous. Let Travion loose, and he will explode, man. 28, we got Bucky Irving up here in a walking boot, so I'm going Rachaad White. Sean Tucker could also be interesting. There's a lot of talk that he could get the Bucky role, and Rachaad White stays as the pass catching down back. I don't know if I believe that fully. I would say safer to go with Rachaad. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Safer to go with Rachaad White, but it's going to be a tough matchup at the 12th man either way. No Baker Mayfield, no Mike Evans as well. They play so good at Seattle. It's going to be tough. Could he be a nice flex play? Yeah. 29, Pacheco. He's fallen off, guys. Even if you got the touchdown, you saw that on your bench. That's a rookie mistake. His snaps went down again. And you have Rashard Smith and all the talk that they're getting him more involved, made their offense look more explosive. He saw more snaps. Pacheco, man, time to run. I've been completely out all year, and now I'm falling even more out, even after he scored a touchdown. Number 30, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, buy low right now if you can. Little insight there, mid-video ranking. It's not going to be Chris Rodriguez. It's not going to be Jeremy McNichols. You got Jaden Daniels back. You might get Terry McLaurin back. I know it's a tough matchup versus the Chargers here. I think they're going to unleash JCM next week, but I have him at RB30 here and heading into this week. Number 31, guys, Michael Carter. And I'm not going to put Emari DeMercado up here. And if you see the projections on your team, it's going to look like DeMercado's projected for more because he scored a touchdown last week. Dude, the Cardinals talk is that Michael Carter is going to be the starting running back. It is across everywhere. You can check Underdog. You can check Twitter. You can check Michael Carter giving an interview saying that he's named the starter right now. So look out. Temper your expectations with DeMercado here. I'm still not trusting Michael Carter. I know he could be a starting back, and there's a lot of split backs I have ranked ahead of him. I'm not trusting an Arizona Cardinals third running back in the starting job either way. But as of right now, the report is that he is going to be the starter heading into this game, and everyone is looking at it like it's DeMercado, and I think they're going to be wrong. But I could be wrong as well, but still, I'd put DeMercado in the same spot. Last but not least, I should have done it with Kyron Williams, Blake Corum, touchdown upside for sure, of course, because the Niners are just banged up across the board, man. Thank you guys for rocking with me today. That is the end of the episode. That is my running back rankings for week 5, top 36 with the bye guys taken out. So if you need deeper plays, those are in there as well. If you guys want to check out the Guys FF Discord, it is pinned in the comments and in the description. Make sure you guys tap that link in there, man. We're doing everything fantasy football to help you guys. Before we head out as well, make sure you tap that thumbs up, hit that subscription button, turn that bell on. Helps me out a ton. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support. Remember, any questions, fire away. I got you. And if you want to see the pick'em ticket I'm dropping in tomorrow, I've been absolutely in fuego. Make sure you sign up on drafters.com. Type in promo code SLEEZ. It'll double your initial deposit up to $100. Shout out to the sponsor, Drafters. And that is it for this episode, man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for listening. Sleazebomb out.